String functions in Java.
In this demonstration, we shall discuss how to use different inbuilt library string functions in our Java code and what are their purposes. Here we have defined two string objects, that is str1 initialized with this hello and str2 also initialized with this hello. Here all the letters are in capital. Here's one, the first letter is in capital and rest of the letters are in lowercase. So the first function we are using, that is the str1.length. So str1.length is a function which is defined under the string class, that is a public int length, and it denotes that it returns one integer and it is under the public scope. So from the objects, from the string class objects, we can easily access this length function using the dot membership operator. So here you see, if you go for the execution, we are getting this length as 5 because hello is having 5 number of characters in it, so its length will be 5 here. Next, str1 dot equals str2. Here both are hello string, but they are not having the same case for all the letters. So that's why str1 dot equals. Now what is equals? So equal is nothing but one method which returns a boolean under the public scope, and the name of the method is equals, which takes object as input argument. You can easily find this one here in the declaration. So now str1 dot equals str2. Now what is the outcome here? We can easily find that hello and hello are not same. That means the control is coming to this else part, because these two strings are not equal because they are having different uppercase and lowercase characters here. So but if you go for another method, that is the equals ignore case. So equal ignore case will be working as the same as equals, but here only the case sensitivity will be ignored in case of equals ignore case function. So it returns one boolean and it takes the string, that is another string, as input argument. So now if you go for str1 dot equals ignore case str2, so it is giving me the output that hello and hello are same, ignoring case. So this is the outcome we are going to get. So this particular statement is getting executed. That means it is going for the then part and else part is remaining unexecuted. Next one, system.out.println, the character at the position number 2 is str1.caret2. So what is a caret? Caret is nothing but one function, that is a public char caret int index. So it returns one character which will be placed at the index position number. Now here we are operating on this str1. We are calling this caret from this str1 string object. So first character will be at the place at the index number 0. So it will be at the index number 0. It will be at the index number 1. So L will be at the index number 2 here. So if I go for the output, we can find that the character at the position 2 is capital L. So that is coming from this L. This L has been retrieved here. Next one, we're going for system.out.println comparing str1 and str2 distance, that is str1.compare to str2. So now here you can find that this H and this H are having the same ASCII code, but this E, capital E and the small e will have the ASCII code difference of 32. We know that capital A is having the ASCII code 65 and the small a is having the ASCII code 97. So always the same character in the lowercase and in the uppercase will have the ASCII code difference of 32. So uppercase characters will have the ASCII code 32 lesser than the same lowercase character. So here we are doing this one as capital H ASCII code minus capital H ASCII code. The value is 0. So for the non-zero difference it will return, for the 0 difference it will go on continuing. So the next one, this E ASCII code and this small e ASCII code, the difference value will be minus 32. So as a result of that, we are getting the outcome as minus 32 here, because we know that capital letters ASCII code will be 32 lesser compared to the same letter in the lowercase and its respective ASCII code if we consider. So now we are going to have this str1 and str2 initialized with these strings. You know, the str1 and str2, they have got initialized with these strings. Now for the rest of the operations, we'll be considering them. So here we are having str1 dot starts with AAB. So str1 really it is starting with the string AAB. So now what is the starts with? So starts with is nothing but one function which returns boolean under the public scope. You can easily find, and it will take a string as input argument. So this particular string is nothing but a prefix. So here this AAB is really the substring with the help of which str1 has started. But str1 dot ends with ACA. Really it is not ending with this ACA. So here it will be returning the boolean value, and that will be false here. You can find that public boolean ends with string suffix, and here it is returning, we are expecting it to return true here. So let me go for the outcome. You can easily find. So here we are getting this one as true, and here we are getting this one as false, as we have explained earlier. Next one is this one. That means first index of BB in str1 is str1 dot index of BB. You can find that BB is occurring in multiple places in str1, but it will consider the first occurrence of BB. So it is starting from the index number 2 here, because it is 0, index 1 and index 2. So it will be starting from the index number 2. So this is my index of, which is nothing but a function public int index of string str. So there is an integer it will return, that is it will return the index. So let me show you that what is the outcome we are getting. So here we are getting this one as 2, as we expected. Next one is last index of. In case of last index of, we will be searching for BB, and the last index will be returned. So now just consider this one as index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from the 6th index BB will be found. So we are getting this outcome as from the 6th place. So this part we have covered till now. Next one, we are going for this. Replacing ABB to XY of str1 is. So str1 to replace ABB XY. It is one point to be noted that the string which is going to be replaced is having the length 3, and which will be replacing will be having the length 2. That means these two strings may or may not have the same length here. So you can find that ABB will be obtained here. So that will be replaced by this XY, and this ABB will be obtained here. So that will be replaced by this XY. So now let us go for the outcome. We can find this one as AXY, CXY, and then we are getting this one as AA. So AXY, CXY, AA. So that is a string after getting replaced. Next one is that str2 substring 5, 11. You can find this one as we are having this particular substring, and it is public string substring int begin index, int end index, returns a string that is a substring of the main string. The substring begins at the specified location, that is a specific index, that is the begin index, and extends to the character at the index in the end index -1. So that is very important. That means this 5 will be inclusive, but this 11 will be exclusive. That means it will pick up characters starting from the index 5 to the index 11 -1, that is 10. So let me work on that. So for this str2, so index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is starting from the index number 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it will return string whatever we have calculated. So let us go for the checking. So you can find that it is returning the string. So that is the outcome we expected here. Now let us go for the next part of our code. So here we are having we have covered this substring. Now we are going for this split. So this is a test string. str1 is containing that one. So now string array, split array. So split array is the name of the array, which is a string array. And here str1 dot split. This split is actually taking one regular expression as input argument. So it is taking the delimiter with the help of which the string will get splitted. Here the delimiter has been selected as this hyphen here, because the string is containing hyphen for multiple number of times, and the split function returns one string array. So this here the array name is split arr. So now using the for each loop, we are going for string sp colon split arr. We are going to print this value of sp. So for each and every iteration, it will pick up one substring, and that string will go on printing. So you can find this one as this is a test string. So this is the respective substring they have picked up. The string has got splitted into and the outcome will be has been kept in the string array. And now using the for each loop, we are picking up each and every string from the string array and printing that one accordingly. Now this is my string, which is str2, where we are having lots of blank spaces are there, lots of blank spaces prepended and appended here. So if we print this str2, the outcome will be like this. You can find that this str2 has got printed. So before doing the trim operation, you can find that so many blank spaces beforehand and so many blank spaces afterhand. But if you go for str2.trim, you can find that these two brackets are coming very packed, very tight here. That means all the redundant blank spaces leading and trailing, they have got truncated out, they have got discarded here. So let me do one experiment. If I put multiple blank spaces within the string itself, not only the leading and trailing, but multiple blank spaces within the string itself, then what will be the outcome? You see, the trim is doing nothing with the blank spaces, multiple consecutive blank spaces within the string. So that is not getting discarded. They are remaining the same, but all the leading and trailing blank characters will be discarded, will be truncated out using the method that is a trim. So if you put my mouse pointer on this trim, we are finding this one as public string trim. So trim is nothing but a function defined under the string class, and it returns the trimmed string as outcome, as the output. So in this way, we have used multiple different inbuilt functions in our string class in our sample program.